You are watching HSN, and hey, I'm Suzanne Runyon. I take over the next couple of hours. I'm taking the network over, and you are too. What are we doing? Electronics in this hour. We have Cora's next hour. The last look at our today's special, which has been so popular. It's incredible. And if you've never heard of donkey milk, look it up before we get to next hour. Find out why it's so exciting. We'll tell you more about it after that. And then we're gonna get fit in my third hour. I've got a brand new launch we're gonna do in that hour as well. So it's a fun night to stick around and watch HSN and hang out with me. All right, let's get started with a little preview in our electronics hour. That's what we're really gonna focus on here. We, of course, have some of the very, very best brands in the country, including HP. And what you're seeing here is the trio of performance. Imagine speed, you have performance, you've got the HP name, and let's add Intel, Microsoft all together. This is now just back in stock. We have 5 Flex, and this is a really big deal. If you've not seen my Facebook page or you have not been tuned in all day long, we have free shipping on what? Everything. The crew's like, is that a quick trick question? No, everything's free shipping, but guess what? It ends at midnight tonight. It all ends in a couple of hours, so take advantage of it, because at midnight, all that free shipping today goes away and you save a lot of money. Great time to get it. Back to school, changing your jobs. A lot of people are doing that now. This is a wow computer. I've got gorgeous colors. Of course, we have a huge package. The retail on this is $981. We're $130 off the HSN price, $231 off that retail. So we've got this coming up. It's also touchscreen, 17-inch. It's a wow. And so if you want to start ordering now, you always can. You never, ever have to wait. That's just one of the great items we have coming up in this hour. And it's jam-packed, too. Also, I'll tell you another one in just a minute, but we're going to go over there next. Right, guys? Are we all moving together? Well, let's go. All right, so I love this next item because I have so many people in my life, and even in my old house that we used to live in, because it was bigger than what I live in now. But are you ever like on your laptop and you have to go to one very specific part of your home because your Wi-Fi doesn't reach to the back bedroom, or it doesn't reach to the laundry room, or somehow your Wi-Fi doesn't work in, let's say, the man cave or something like that? Well, the problem is you have to buy a whole bunch of these things that sort of extend your system. Now it's all built into one. This is the biggest package we've ever had from TP-Link. And what it does, and we've got great video, it creates this very large net or a mesh. And it literally covers basically, and this is exciting, 5,500 square feet. So I used to live in a house that was 1,500 square feet, had problems. Imagine 5,500 square feet. Now we're gonna get into this right now. Lowest price we could find anywhere on this. We brought it back in. This is new today, saved for this show, and it's a feature price, so it's a limited time. So here we go. Connect in every room. You get 3 units. One, you're actually gonna plug into your Wi-Fi system, and Jules will tell us more about that in just a second. The second one is you're gonna move the other 2 and position them throughout your home. So now you're creating this incredible mesh, or I like calling it a net, or even a bubble, so you don't have weak Wi-Fi. That's exciting. And guess what? Latest technology, you can have up to 100 devices working on this system. So even if you have a warehouse style business, or maybe you have a small business and you have one Wi-Fi and it's just not getting to all the offices, this is gonna be brilliant because up to 100 devices can handle, this can handle that, and it handles it quickly and easily. All right, Miss Julie is ready from what I understand, so we're gonna check in with Jules. Hi, Jules, welcome back.
Hey, Suzanne, thank you. So yes, so this is mesh technology, which is top of the line technology. And you said it exactly. It's a mesh. It's like a blanket over your entire home. And when we talk about your entire home, think about now we have Wi-Fi doorbells. We have security systems that maybe extend outside of the house. So this will extend up to 5,500 square feet and up to 100 devices. High speed, lightning fast, and it puts a blanket over your entire home of high-speed Wi-Fi. So this one right here, you're getting 3 of these satellites. The first one right here is what you're going to connect to your modem. So if you have Wi-Fi right now, you have a modem and you have your internet service provider. So you're going to connect this to that. And then these 2, you can move around. So maybe it's upstairs, downstairs. Maybe it's front of the house, back of the house. This means that you can go from the front of your house to the back of your house, upstairs, downstairs. And for us, we've got security systems all the way out on the back of our fence. and it's completely seamless. It's on the same system and it's the same name Wi-Fi. So these are not those little extenders that you put in your master bedroom when you don't have Wi-Fi. So no more dead zones. This is like having a router in every single room. And if you price mesh technology right now, you can spend $300, $400, $500. Some of them go up to $1,000. This is TP-Link's one of their most popular, not only one of their most popular, this exact system is one of the most popular in the entire marketplace. You can see right there, you get lifetime tech support with it. It's a simple setup, which is why it's so popular. You download a free app and it will walk you through everything. And I know people get confused with mesh and Wi-Fi and routers. This is so simple. You download the app and it will literally tell you, you plug these in and it knows and you can connect. So you can be uploading, gaming, streaming your Netflix, being on a Zoom call without freezing, all at the same time on your devices, your husband's devices, the kids' devices, their little video games that take up so much bandwidth, all at the same time, and no dead zones. And if you think about it, older technology is what's dragging it down. This is the latest technology.
Well, and Jules, that's such a great point too. How often do you say, hey, you know, my Wi-Fi was fine when all we had was maybe 2 computers in the house. But now what happens with our phones? The minute you walk in your house, all the phones connect to your Wi-Fi. All the computers are connected to your Wi-Fi. All the tablets are connected to your Wi-Fi. And you're like, why in the world is my system so slow? Or why when I go from room to room are things dropping out? I'm just losing my signal for my computer. Or you're standing right near your modem because you got to be really close to that old Wi-Fi. This is the way to add that seamless blanket. I love that description. A blanket or a bubble around your entire property. And then, like you said, Jules, we add on the cameras that are outside, the ring systems we have, the security systems we have. It's starting to take up more and more bandwidth. So you need more power, and you need that power extended in a much bigger area than we've ever had before. And you know what's really interesting, Julie? That's not stopping. Everything's becoming connected to your Wi-Fi. Refrigerators now are connecting to your Wi-Fi.
Yeah, and I'm glad you're saying that, because one of the problems, just like you said, is the older technology. And go through your house, count your devices. Just like Suzanne said, refrigerators, light bulbs. This is just a very small sampling of things at our house, but just to give you an idea, because it's up to 100 devices, your tablets, your computers, your laptops, security systems, each one of these cameras works off of Wi-Fi. If you've got the doorbell, you need strong Wi-Fi at the front of your house. In our house, we've got 4 phones, we've got 4 laptops, we have smart bulbs, we've got the kids doing stuff. What about your speakers, your Amazon, your Alexas? All this stuff drains your Wi-Fi. And that's one of the problems if you have an older router. Maybe you're even renting a router. There's no monthly fees with this. The other thing I want to show that's really cool that I do on this is I run a speed test every time before I Skype. So on the app, you can actually see what your upload and your download speeds are. So I know when I Skype, I need to have a high upload. You can run your very own test with this, which is great. The other thing it has, Suzanne, on here, this is on the app. You can test your speed, like I just said. You can blacklist certain things if you don't want your kids watching a certain something or to be on a certain website. All the parental controls are built in. You can even prioritize. So when I'm Skyping, I put my iPhone as a #1 priority. So if my son gets on a gaming system, he's not taking up that bandwidth. So a lot of that top of the line technology built in, simple to use, one of their top sellers, and it's mesh technology. Top of the line, front of the house to the back of the house, no dead zones, no dropped anything, no spinning balls. Everyone can be on it at the same exact time. It's like having a router in every room now, instead of, trying to work on all your devices being next to the router, like in the old days. And right here, they're showing fast, we're talking lightning fast Wi-Fi everywhere. It doesn't matter the layout of your house, up to 5,500 square feet. Also, by the way, this is expandable. If you want to expand and take one of it, add another out into your garage, you can do that. On the right side, by the way, he's going up the stairs and he's losing his Wi-Fi. How many times have you done that?
Right.
Just like Suzanne said, you go to one end of your house and you don't have any Wi-Fi. Mesh takes away all of that, and you don't have to spend a fortune. This is a great, great value.
Yeah, it's superior value too. I think that's really important to understand. It is the lowest price we've found anywhere. Can you find TP-Link? You betcha. It's in all the major electronic stores. You can find it online. It's one of the premier companies when it comes to electronics. No one has a better price that we've found anywhere than us. And normally this would be $149.99. It's feature price. We're launching it. We've done a 2-pack. This is the first time you're actually getting 3, so we made it an even better offer. And we've got 4 flex, and of course, free shipping only for, what, 3 more hours now. That's it. So take advantage of that free shipping. All right, Miss Jules, thanks for hanging out with us. It was great, as always, seeing your pretty face.
Thank you, Suzanne. Have a great evening.
You too. Lots coming up, guys. I do want to tell you about our protection plan. This works on all of our electronics, and I really love this because a lot of times you ever see your cell phone. It drives me crazy. They go, oh, do you want insurance? And then you do something with your cell phone. I had this happen to me, and I took it in. I thought, well, it's protected. No problem. Yeah, this is easy. And they go, oh, no, you still have to pay us 150 bucks. I go, no, I've got insurance. I was so mad. Well, that doesn't happen with ours. Once you get our Shop Smart Protect It Now program, no hassles, no surprises, no deductibles. You just pay it once, and whatever happens, it's gonna get fixed or replaced. And I mean, things crushed, broken. There's no weird exclusions like a lot of other companies have. So do check that out on hsn.com and make sure you add that to all your great electronics you buy from us. Hey, by the way, I do want to talk about EcoFlow. It is amazing to live here in Florida this time of year because every time, every now and then you look in the news or we look online, oh, guess what? The weather's turning bad. And for at least all of us in Florida and certainly Alabama, certainly in Texas, when this hurricane season starts to roll around, we all try to be prepared. And I think one of the greatest things you can be prepared is having power. And imagine having incredible power without a smelly, gassy generator. That's why our EcoFlow has been the #1 power generating system that we've ever offered here at HSN. It's compact, but it's mighty. It lasts a long time, and it can power almost anything, and it can power multiple things at once. We have it coming up on sale. So I want you guys to be prepared, and that's anywhere. It could be an ice storm, it could be tornadoes, it could be the middle of winter and your power goes out, whatever that might be, just having the EcoFlow handy. And there's fun stuff like tailgating, picnicking, and camping that it works great for too, but that's still coming up in this hour, and we've got a big markdown on it tonight, which is highly unusual, and we've got the solar panels back in stock as well. Okay, let's talk about security. Now you're looking at these and saying, oh no, it's a shredder. This is truly much like you have security on your computer or you have security on your home. You've got to, believe it or not, have security on all of those bills and information that you tend to just throw away. And that's why we turn to Embassy. Embassy sells more shredders here than any other brand. In fact, worldwide, they're one of the top brands when it comes to shredding your sensitive information. Here's what I love about this one, guys. For the first time ever, we've actually gone bigger and better, not in size, but in capacity. Our oldest one we had could do 120 sheets here on the back side. This now is up to 140 on the back side, 10 sheets on the front side. Also, tonight, we've got it on sale. This is $199, and it's worth every last penny. Right now, it's $129.99. Again, 5 flex and what? Until midnight, free shipping. Black, red, rose gold, blue, and this is your gray. There's gonna be a gray front to this. We just make it clear so you can see when I shred something, what it looks like. All right, Bill Duggan's joining me to tell us all about this. Hi, Bill Duggan, welcome to the show.
Happy Saturday, Suzanne. And I gotta tell you, what am I doing Saturday night? I'm shredding. It's fun. I'm enjoying it because Embassy has made shredding actually pleasurable again because it's so easy. Because how many times we've been there, it jams, it overheats, it doesn't perform like we need to. As you were saying, this is the most powerful unit we have ever offered. We had this on once in January. It's finally back. It's a narrower footprint, so it's tall and slender, so you don't have to always bend over to feed it all the time. Has 2 feeding slots, 10 sheets in the front, but this one in the back is the game changer. Because what happens? The stack of papers get out of control. It gets bigger. I'm cleaning, and it's like, oh, I'm going to spend all Sunday going through 20 sheets, 30 sheets, 40 sheets, 140 sheets. I can take the entire stack, all of it or half of it, load this up, and guess what? Once I put it in the auto tray, I can then go take the dog for a walk, continue reading a story to the kids, or put the kids to bed, watch my show, and it's going to do the shredding for me. That is why this is such a fun unit. But what's more important than that it's fun, easy, and convenient, it's the security that you were talking about. The Federal Trade Commission tells us we need to shred these documents. Why? 1 in 7 of us fall victim to identity theft because of all of this information that is on the printed page and that we have stored in cabinets and everywhere. And the commission says, you know, we need to closely guard our social security number, but then they say go as far as shred, charge receipts, credit applications, and other sensitive documents. And that other, it's going to be different for you, Suzanne, and for me. It's going to be different for everyone in the household. All of us go through tax season. You know, 49% of all identity theft happens during tax season. And the biggest thing about identity theft is a lot of us don't realize it's happened to us until it's already happened, years down the road when we try to apply for a new car or financial aid or whatever, and that's already done. So this is a slimmer unit, sharper, shinier. That auto-fed feed tray in the back has never been to this capacity. The bin itself is even a larger capacity. 5.5 gallons to collect those credit cards, the cardboard, the staples. But more importantly, which we haven't gone into, it is micro cut, which if you're not familiar with micro cut, if you're still shredding with something like this from the 70s, a strip shredder, you want to upgrade to micro cut. It's not 30 shreds per page. It's thousands of shreds per page. It's a smaller shred. And I'm actually going to pause this because realize all these are on wheels, which is great. The shiny finish is because it's the elite model. And I don't have to take the lid off. I take the drawer out to the trash can. And look what I'm throwing away. It is so fine and small. That means you're being protected. And that's really what it comes down to at the end of the day. Yes, it's great that it takes care of the clutter. I'm going to put it in a clear bin too so everyone can see what it looks like in action. But more importantly, this clutter that I've been holding on to, I'm getting rid of it. I'm not cutting a corner. I'm not running the risk of being that identity theft victim. And even though the fact that we've taken so much off of it, we're also including a great care package. Lubricant sheets to keep it up and running all the time, even a bin liner if you want to line your bin. And you're just going to enjoy taking care of all the stuff that we can't stop from coming in the house. I mean, the credit card offers, the junk mail, shred it, stay on top of it, get rid of it.
Hey, let me give you a quick update. If you just saw our little counter went up for a brief second, we've now sold already over 500. So you guys are obviously reacting very quickly because it makes sense, right? If you want the rose gold, that is the most limited now. And here's the black, red, rose gold, navy, and the gray. How much do I love my Embassy shredder? I love it so much, I almost have a little bit of a shredding obsession. Because number one, how many of you have boxes and boxes of old papers or old tax stuff you've been just sitting around with it for way over the 7-year limit, right? Or you say, oh my gosh, for me, I'm super paranoid about throwing stuff away, especially stuff that's got any personal information, even my address on it. So I shred, and I have my Embassy shredder. I literally have it tucked into, believe it or not, kind of a little baby shelving unit. And it's so wonderful because I can roll it out, I shred like crazy, and then I tuck it away and I shut the doors. I will not ever not have an Embassy shredder because then, you know what it gives me? Pure peace of mind. I don't have to worry about, oh, is anybody digging through my trash? And do you want to hear something even crazier? Do you know once you throw something in your trash container outside, whether it's in an alley, in your driveway, if it's out in the front curb, it's free game. People are allowed to take things out of your trash. That is not illegal. So imagine all of that information you're giving away. And here's what makes it even crazier. Once you throw it in there, or once somebody gets even a hair bit of information, once they have it, then they go on the internet, and then it opens up an entire world of trouble. And you know, we've heard it many times. My brother had an issue with it. Marlo, another host here at HSN, spent years trying to fix information that was stolen from her. My brother, it's years of effort, and it potentially can be thousands of dollars in time and money. So why in the world would we not be super shredding when it's readily available and we have such a great price tonight? And I'll tell you, Bill, oh my gosh, my favorite thing with my Embassy is when I have something big and fat and there's tons of pages and I put it in the back and then I walk away and get a little cocktail and I come back later and it's all completely shredded. That is the best feature, is that big rack in the back.
And the thing is, we've never offered one with this much capacity before. So that's what's exciting about it. Because yes, that shredder will do the work for us. We've spent Saturdays and all day in the office cleaning and purging, but we have to feed it in. Like while it's going through in the back, you said it, I can go get a cocktail. Do you want anything? Do you want it on the rocks? But that's where you have fun with getting the office in order for the school year. And a lot of us are working from home now. So I even have corporate information that I got to safeguard. And you were talking about how, yes, a little bit of information and then they're on the internet, goes a long way. So when we launched Embassy, it was 1 in 10 of us fell victim to identity theft. It's actually now 1 in 7. It's gone up. Because look at this. I opened up one of those big envelopes. Big application, credit card even in here. It is pre-filled out for my convenience, but I don't want it. I can't just throw it away. So it's going through that entire document. It's also shredding in the back. I have a larger bin, so I'm not going to be emptying it all the time. But that nice upgrade is it's a smaller shred. It is that micro cut. So it's not going to fill up nearly as much. And when I throw this away, people are like, wait, I missed the party. And speaking of power,
Hey, Bill,
and a good time to pick it up.
Bill, hang on just one quick second. If you guys want the rose gold, last call. We have about 250 left. It's the most popular color. Oh, do I really? Oh, we have two. Rocky's giving me an update, my producer. We have 200 left. So last call on the rose gold. It's the most, it looks gorgeous too, by the way. If you really want to go for it, you guys, hang on one second. Sorry, Bill, I'll get back to you in 1 second. No. But how fabulous would your new home office be if you had, this is our HP coming up after the break, and it's in rose gold. Oh, and it matches. How nice is that? That's my kind of office. A nice pink gold office would be perfect, right? But you know what? These look good. Oh my gosh, I used to have this old shredder that shredded like this guy, the old bad one. And you know what happened? It would overheat all the time. I would shred 10 things and I'd have to stop for an hour and let it cool down. And it weighed 8,000 pounds. The darn thing was so heavy. I was never happier when I upgraded to this because I knew I was going, I literally had the old fashioned shred. And look at this, guys. I don't know if you guys can, look, I went from this to this. This, you can actually, I could literally read the lines on this. You can tape that and put it together. This, ain't nobody gonna spend the time to try to put this puzzle together because that is gonna be impossible. Even if you're here, people can still get information. You wanna be here in this little yellow pile, and that's what the embassy does. And again, if you want the rose gold though, you've gotta get it now. Guys, big savings tonight too. With the free shipping, that saves you a ton of money because it's not a little box of earrings. And we're at $129.99. And with 5 flex pays, you spread your payments over 5 months, it's $26 and we send it right away. It is not a layaway plan. But Bill, to me, I find number one, the clutter busting is fabulous because I don't have piles of stuff that I haven't opened up yet anymore. Number two, it is just that sense of security. I don't worry about what I throw away now because none of it has my personal information on it. Also, I love it too because I think it's really conserving. You know, I use mine for packing when I'm shipping something to someone. It's great because I put all the pieces in the recycling too, so it's an all win-win just around in every aspect. Okay, Bill, thanks for hanging out with me real quick. It was nice to see you. We have coming up this. This is a beautiful 17-inch HP. I call it the triple performance. It's Intel, HP, and Microsoft all in one coming up. And yeah, this is a touch screen on top of that. You're gonna see that just around the corner. If you're on the line for our shredder, do not miss out getting that rose gold. It is almost sold out. And I promise you, if you have an old one, you will love this new upgrade. Or if you've got one that only does 10 sheets, one at a time, or just one sheet at a time, oh my gosh, please treat yourself to a new shredder. Coming up next, HP.
Korres was born in the oldest homeopathic pharmacy in Athens, Greece. We bring you the natural beauty of Greece to your fingertips, delivering innovative, effective formulas that are powerful and keep in mind the importance of natural ingredients. By partnering with over 1,000 different farmers to bring you high-quality ingredients to unlock the best of nature and science, bringing you results that you can see and feel.
Worry about one less thing with our Protection Plus plans at HSN. Electronics, fitness equipment, even jewelry can be covered. Shop smart and protect your purchase. It's easy to add when you're checking out. Search Protection Plus at hsn.com for more details.
There are so many reasons to shop HSN during our Brands You Love weekend. We're bringing our biggest names and brightest stars together just for you. Shop with us throughout the weekend for valuable deals you'll really love on HSN and at hsn.com.
By the way, when we're talking about Korres, I'm gonna have the last look at our incredible Today special. Just a little tip. One of the most searched beauty ingredients, new beauty ingredients, is called donkey milk. And I know when you first hear it, you're like, that sounds so weird. Do me a favor, be also one of the most searched, part of the most searched beauty ingredients. Look it up. We're gonna talk about it next hour. It's all a part of the Korres story. It's about a half hour away. I think we've sold 34,000 of our Today's specials. So that's gonna be coming up in a half hour. You'll learn about it and find out how incredible that one ingredient is. And then you put Korres brilliance behind it and you've got some amazing skincare. So we'll talk about that after we talk about some more electronics, including this great HP. Oh my gosh, look at this. How about 17-inch? How about HP, Microsoft, Intel, the three amigos? How about a wireless matching remote? How about, unbelievable, watch this, it is actually a touch screen. So when you touch it, it's very intuitive, things happen. All of that at a feature price of $749.99. Now, the retail on this is almost $1,000, and this is the perfect time to either get that new laptop that you need for maybe working from home, working when you're traveling now, maybe you're going back on the road, or if you've got someone going to college or high school and you know they need a really powerful big laptop, this is yours. And we rarely do the 17-inch. This is very unusual. Let me show you the colors because they're fabulous. This is mint, and the mint looks like terrazzo on the keyboard. I'll show you that in just a second. Then we have this beautiful striking blue. So this one's the jasmine blue. That's actually the most limited and the most popular, and it has a beautiful striated keyboard inside. Then this one's going to be your gorgeous rose gold, and that has a silver interior. And the final one down here is called the silver. You also get a full year of Microsoft 365. We put in a whole bunch of extra goodies that Aaron's gonna explain in just a second. And if you have your HSN card, we have 18-month VIP financing, which kind of means like it's 18 months of FlexPay. And it's $41.66, but right now, you also are going to have your traditional FlexPay and of course, free shipping for tonight only. All right, Aaron's with me. He's joining us as he always does, one of our electronic experts. And Aaron, welcome back.
Thank you. It's good to be here. Suzanne has the Sage in front of her with the terrazzo keyboard.
You got to see this. It's so cool.
You got to see it. You got to show it to you because it looks extraordinary. It's exclusive to HSN, both that jasmine blue, awesome, and that Sage with the terrazzo keyboard. I just wanted you all to see that right away.
I love that. Yeah. And you know what? Let me show you the jasmine blue while we're on that shot. I'm just going to slide it into it. It's got this gorgeous striation to it. I've never seen a prettier interior, but look at how
really pretty
that is. Isn't that gorgeous? All right, well, beyond being pretty, you got a heck of a computer here.
We do. So the big three, the triumvirate, if you will, HP, the #1 selling computer brand in America. So the best of the best, the #1. There are some things for which brand really matters, and your computer is one of those things. The bigger computer companies are simply able to source better parts. So the screen, and we'll get into the screen in just a little bit. It's my favorite thing to talk about on this. That touch screen, that high definition touch screen is out of this world. HP can source better processors. We'll get to that in a minute. Intel, #1 processor in the world. The keys, the backlit keys, even down to the fact that this has an optical drive built in. And know that all of those parts, because they're HP, because this is a computer created by HP, the #1 computer manufacturer in America, it's all the best of the best. So it starts with the best computer, and then it goes to the processor. HP does different levels of processors and certainly different brands of processors. There's only one, however, that can call itself the #1 processor, #1 selling processor brand in the world. That is, you see that little blue sticker there, bum, 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 Intel inside. Not only is this Intel, there's the Celeron entry level, and then there's Intel Pentium, which so many of us know. We know the Intel Pentium line. This is Intel Pentium Gold, the latest, the highest quality in the Intel Pentium line. So you've got ultra high definition graphics, great gaming, great video playback. If you're multitasking like I am here on a computer with a huge hard drive and a huge amount of RAM, 512 gigabyte storage, 8 gigs of RAM, know that processor is there for you, no matter what you're doing, no matter how hard you're asking the computer to work. And then, of course, the other #1, so HP, #1 selling computer brand in America, Intel, #1 selling processor brand in the world, and Microsoft, Microsoft Windows 10, the latest version of Windows is built in. So you've got your start button at the bottom left-hand corner. You've got Cortana, your digital assistant built in. And then I kind of gave it away already. We're also including, so not just Windows 10, we're including Microsoft Office 365 for a full year. That's the last thing that it says there on your graphics. So Microsoft Office 365 means you get Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Access, Outlook, OneNote, and Publisher. Again, all 7 of the Microsoft Office programs, Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Access, Outlook, OneNote, and Publisher. You get them all full versions for a full year for your computer, tablet, and smartphone. We also are including, I know this is a lot, sorry, Suzanne, this is a really long introduction, HP Smart Friend. HP Smart Friend is service and support for a year. So any question you have, whether you're streaming video like I am right now, or whether you're on hsn.com or any of your favorite websites, surfing, checking out what's online, getting a great view because you can pinch and zoom, or you're on Facebook, you're on Twitter, any questions that you have about your computer, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, the folks from HP are there to answer the question. Suzanne, I think you'll agree. I've been here 15 years. I think you've been here 20 years now, if I'm not mistaken. In our 35-year aggregate at HSN, when we sell a computer that has an optical drive, that comes with HP Smart Friend, that comes with Microsoft Office, that's the largest screen size available anywhere, #1 processor brand in the world, has a mouse included, comes with a little certificate to get a printed sleeve. It's the kind of thing we usually do as a today's special. It's a very, very compelling offer.
Oh my gosh, and here's what even surprised me. You know, most of the time now that you're seeing computers, even here on HSN, we do not have a DVD drive or a reader. This actually is still built in, and how many of you have old DVDs you want to play, old movies you want to play, maybe you want to keep something secure because you're like, where in the world is the cloud? Whose building is that located in? And what happens if that building catches on fire? Where's all my information going to be? A lot of times we still want that DVD player, and oh my gosh, it's inside here, which is great. Plus, Aaron's gonna take us on a 360 tour because you have every bell and whistle you could want. These are backlit keyboards. The keyboards are full size. This is 17 inches. This is not that little teeny screen you're trying to get work done on. This is a big, hefty screen. And if you're using an old desktop and you've been really itching to upgrade, you're just kind of over it because it's so old or so slow, this is the replacement because that screen is so immense. But also it's just easy because it's touch. And I'll tell you, normally you will not find all the features Aaron just began to describe plus touch at $749.99. That price tag is typically for a less expensive computer with a lot less features, not a fully featured computer with all of the tech you're getting here and all of the latest kind of guts inside. Now again, we've got 4 colors. If you're thinking about getting the blue, that is the most limited, and also it's been the most popular. And I think you're probably thinking about getting a new computer because it's coming into the fall, kids are going back to school, or maybe kids are staying home from school and your one little desktop area just took a beating last year, right? Or maybe you've changed careers. You know, one of the interesting trends, Aaron, that's happened is people have made radical career moves over this last year.
Yes,
they've kind of said enough of that, and people are realizing that they can work remote. So they now want remote jobs, and they're applying for remote jobs. This is your computer, guys, and don't make the mistake of getting a little teeny screen, because my husband works remote and he's got a little teeny weeny screen, and it's awful. It's absolutely awful for him. Go as big as you can get if you are deciding to work remote. You'll regret getting a teeny little screen because it's exhausting to try to work on that 8 hours a day, day after day, week after week, if you're changing careers to be a remote worker. Grab this one, guys. We have the 5 Flex. We have 18 months VIP financing if you have your HSN card. We've got free shipping up until midnight tonight. So here's your chance to finally get that brand new computer. I know, and what's interesting to me, for such a big size computer, Aaron, it has a very long battery life. That very much surprised me.
It has a lightweight and a long battery life. So the whole computer, while this is absolutely your desktop replacement, it's the biggest screen you can get in a laptop, it only weighs 5.4 pounds. So it's on the go with you when you're on the go, when you're ready to be on the go again. The battery life is about 9.5 hours, so super long battery life. A for a touchscreen, B for a 17-inch screen. This is a cool little feature. You see it says HP Fast Charge. It charges to 50% full. So the entire computer charges to half full in only 45 minutes. So that's almost a 5-hour charge in only 45 minutes. One of the reasons why it charges so well, and I'll explain this more in a little bit, but I'll give you a little preview now. This does have a solid state drive. It's something Suzanne and I have talked about a lot. Her husband, Craig, works at home, as you were saying, Suze. And I know that one of his sort of requirements for his computer has been to have a solid state drive because they're lighter, they're quieter, and they're faster. I should point out, this is not a 64 gigabyte solid state drive as we often have. It's not a 128 gigabyte solid state drive as we often have. It's the largest solid state I've ever seen on a computer configured this way. 500 712 gigabytes. So you can store a ton of information.
That's amazing. You guys, you could check every box. And the fact it's solid state. Again, at $749, it's not gonna be solid state. It's gonna be a traditional, hot, heavy computer. This is solid state. It's got every ingredient. And if you had the ultimate in a laptop, I believe, Aaron, this is it. I really do. You can check every single box, including the Microsoft 360 for a year. We also give you a whole bunch of other goodies. Aaron, could you run those real fast? Because I want to make sure everybody understands the entire package they're getting.
Yeah, so we also include this software card, and the software card includes a certificate for a Vivo Print sleeve. I actually don't have, this one isn't 17-inch, I grabbed the wrong one. But you can go onto Vivo Print, and it's already paid for. You just enter your little number on the back of the card, your code, I guess, your redemption code. You can do what I've done there, put a picture of your family on the cover, or you can choose from tons of different designs, but it's just nice. Gives you a little sleeve, a little protection for your computer. We're also including Hotspot Shield Premium, which protects you when you're out and about surfing online. Bigger Brains Learning Window Computer, so a better way to learn your computer. Something called Bucks for Pro, a 6-month service to that. PDF Extra, Kazoo, Pandora Premium for 3 months. So a lot of good extra software, but the biggest things by far, number one, Microsoft Office 365. That's Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Access, Outlook, OneNote, and Publisher. The entire Microsoft Office suite. You get it for a full year, full service for your computer, your tablet, and your smartphone. Huge added value there, obviously. The other thing we're including, I think is really worth mentioning for a moment, is something called an HP Smart Friend. HP Smart Friend is service and support for your computer. So if you get your computer home and you're like, I've never had a touchscreen before, I have a question. Or how do I move my programs from my old computer to my new computer? Go to hsn.com. We have something called PC Mover that will really help you do that. But any question you have on installation and setup, how-tos, tips and tricks, software questions, anything. These are the folks that built the computer. It's actually an HP center where they can answer all the questions that you have. That, again, HP Smart Friend is something that we almost exclusively see on computers that we offer as today's special. So I'm excited that we have that today. Probably my number one feature on this computer is the size of the screen and the fact that it's a touch screen. Because what it means, more than any laptop computer I sell, you don't need your reading glasses. There's no such thing as small print. Suzanne is showing you guys right now, if you're pinching, if you're zooming, if you're scrolling, if there's something you want to see more clearly, Susan's like, look, Susan's showing you guys today's special. She's even hopping into the video there.
Look at that.
It's as simple as touching. Yeah, you literally don't need your reading glasses, right, Suze? So you see how clear it is. It doesn't blur when it gets larger, when you pinch and when you zoom and when you do those sort of things. It stays incredibly clear. You can see there, for example, today's special. You want to see the price. We can pinch and we can zoom on the price. We can, yep, it's that easy. It's that simple to do. And it literally means you don't have to pick up your reading glasses. Right now, maybe you can see that there's a circle in the middle of the screen. You probably can't read what it says. Well, now I'm pretty darn sure you can read that it says new and exclusive. You don't need your reading glasses to be able to see things. We have a video that I want to show you guys as well on the Pentium processor, and then I'll let Suzanne update you all a little bit. This is Intel Pentium Gold, the latest in the Pentium family of processors. So what does that mean? It means this is a computer for work and for play, for home and for school, for multitasking, daily activities, video, photo, gaming, or if you're a senior surfer and you love to enjoy your entertainment on your computer, but you also use it to go to the doctor, you also use it to order groceries, you also use it for social media. It's just the idea. I think for 99.9% of us, it's an absolutely ideal computer.
Oh, I completely agree. And by the way, between the really cool Sage that's got that fabulous, like, terrazzo floor looking, and the blue, that's really equaling almost virtually every sold one we've done so far. So here, if you want those two color, the sage or this beautiful blue, great time to pick it up. Remember, you also get the remote mouse. But the cool thing about it is it's touch, guys. So it's super intuitive. It's got all the bells and whistles. It's a huge gigabyte. I mean, I can't believe it's 512 gigabytes. It's 8 gigs of RAM. Your desktop right now probably has 4. This is double. That's a huge huge amount of RAM, which means really flawless movement, really fast. You see how fast it is? Watch, I'll just go and I'll go here and I'll pop up here and then let me go here again. And you can just see, look how fast it's going through everything as I'm going through our website. If you want a computer that's going to be able to be great for home, for work, for travel, again, if you're changing careers and you want to work remote, do not, promise me this, do not make the mistake of getting a little teeny screen. You want as big a screen as you can get, but you still want portability. You know what I mean? If you're working remote, chances are you took that new job or you're looking for a new job so you can work anywhere you want. And this is still gonna be able to go with you. It's got that huge battery life. And remember, it's solid state drive. That is the latest mechanisms. The way it works is solid state of the most expensive computers and most sought after computers out there. They're solid state. Normally when you get solid state, guess what you don't get? You don't get this. You don't just get this little drive. You do not get a DVD drive recording system. Solid state systems usually eliminate that. Also, Aaron, most solid states you can't upgrade the memory or they have just very little memory. This is why that 500 plus gigabyte is so impressive in this one.
And let's talk about the solid state drive for a minute. So one of the things in this, this is the standard hard disk drive, pardon me, not to be confused with not to be confused with this. So this is your optical drive, right? And that's important. Watch a movie, play music, all of those kind of things, store data, you're good to go. But the actual internal storage on the computer is not HDD, it's SSD, not hard disk drive, it's solid state drive, which is the later, more modern version. With the older hard disk drive, there was actually a mechanical piece inside your computer that has to move and turn, and it creates motion and heat. Yes, thank you guys for showing this video. With the new solid state drive, it's lighter, quieter, and faster. So that means faster boot up, the applications load more quickly, better battery life, about 9.5 hours on this guy. No moving parts. The computer's quieter because there's no fan to cool down that moving hard disk drive. It is in every way superior. In the past, what you had to sacrifice sometimes was volume, with how much storage you had. With 512 gigabytes of storage, you can store a ton of movies, a ton of music, a ton of photos, et cetera, et cetera. And here's the other thing. With solid state, you have much less waiting. So you can close your computer, open your computer, and notice I'm streaming live video, boom, it's back up instantly. I dare you right now, go turn on Netflix or turn on Hulu or hsn.com or whatever on your computer. If you're streaming and you have a hard disk drive and you close your computer, it's gonna take you 60 seconds, 90 seconds, maybe even a couple of minutes to get your video up and streaming again. It's essentially instant here. There's just less waiting. So overall, what you're getting is a faster computer with a larger screen that's more responsive. Those are the things that's key. Because it's touchscreen, it's simpler to use. I can hop over here, for example, to the Microsoft Store where you can download movies and music and games and apps. Quick overview, Intel Pentium Gold processor, 8 gigs of memory, 512 gigs of storage, HP fast charge, ultra high definition graphics, SD card reader, you name it, it's all in here. We're including a full year of Microsoft Office, True Vision webcam, it's touchscreen, backlit keyboard, 9.5 hours of battery life, 2 USB style A ports, and an Ethernet port as well. So it is from A to Z, every box you could sort of, if you were designing your own computer and you said, I want the biggest, I want the best, I want the greatest brands. And then today, we even have like extra colors. You know, we have the exclusive Jasmine Blue and the exclusive Sage. So it's only the second time we've offered this. I got to do it last night and got to bring it back again today. I'm very, very proud of this computer. If you need a new computer, I recommend it for you. I hope you enjoy it.
And I think we make it easy, Aaron, too. We have 5 flex pays if you want to use a major credit card. And then on top of that, you get your HSN card out and you can use that and get 18 months to pay it off, basically. So you've got a lot of options, plus we have free shipping. If you don't have our card, if you apply for it today, guess what? We're going to give you $40 off that first purchase. So maybe this is the perfect time to apply for it and then take it off the price of the computer. In fact, off retail, we're over $230 off the retail value of this. You have to spend a whole bunch more to get a whole lot less out there. Aaron, thanks for hanging out with us. We will see you soon.
Thanks, Suze. Have a good night.
You too. And again, stay right there if you want the blue or if you want the sage green one. I love that kind of terrazzo floor looking keyboard. Those are the most popular right now, and the blue is the most limited. All right, I do want to tell you about something else. We have what's called Protection Plus. I said this earlier too. I got my phone one time and I paid a ton of money for this dumb insurance, and of course I broke the screen and I took it in and they said, oh, it's $150. And I go, oh, no, mine's insured. It should be nothing. I go, no, and I was really mad. I was so angry about that because I was surprised. They didn't really tell me the truth. And I was like, well, why even bother getting insurance? Well, our Protection Plus is the exact opposite of this. There's no deductibles, there's no hassle. It's wonderful protection for all your electronics, and it's drops and spills and screen damage. A lot of insurance programs, they don't cover that because, or it's like an exception, read the fine print. Oh, if you break your screen or crack your screen, oh, sorry, you're not gonna be able to get this covered. We don't do that, and you can check out all the details on hsn.com if you'd like to get more information. Also available, guys, for your laptop, I think this is pretty cool. This is from Bella Howell. It's an adjustable laptop desk with the mouse pad. It's a new low price of $27.99, 3 flex, and of course, just today, free shipping. We have black, charcoal, white, teal, and rose gold. So if you need a desk, many of us love to be on our laptops in the bed or on the couch and not necessarily sitting at a desk. This is a perfect way to be able to secure it and look at your laptop very comfortably. Okay, now we're gonna move on to this next item. And I hate to say it, it's kind of near and dear to a lot of us in Florida because, all of us in the southern states, along the Gulf, many people all along the East Coast, we really do have to get through hurricane season. And we cross our fingers, and every year we hope we're prepared and ready. One of the things and the worst things that can happen, whether it's an ice storm or it's snow or somebody struck a pole, electric pole, or just you've lost power, that it's just such an uncomfortable feeling, and a scary situation becomes even scarier because you have no power. And that's where the EcoFlow comes in. This is the #1 best-selling power system that we have. It is small, but it is mighty. It does the job of generators, but so much better without any gas, no fumes, it's not loud, and it can power up big things. We're showing a tablet and a phone and a fan and a light, but can do even more than that. We have an exclusive configuration where you get the EcoFlow, the little carrying bag goes with it, the AC cable, we include the car charging cable, and we give you the solar charge cable. Now, I want to mention, we have the solar panels available. Typically, they're sold out. We cannot keep those in stock. If you're gonna pick this up today, get the solar panels, because those will keep this charged constantly no matter what happens. If you're out at a picnic, you can keep this charged. If you're going camping, you can use the solar and keep having very powerful electricity through the EcoFlow. We're gonna pop the information up there. You see it right there. Those are $299.99, $100 off tonight. Our EcoFlow this is huge, $300 off. It's 5 flex pays and what? Free shipping up until midnight tonight. Joining me is Justin. He's going to tell us a bit more about this. And Justin, welcome back.
Hey, Suzanne. What I love about this right off the bat is if you live in an apartment or condo and a manufactured home, I want you to think, what is your plan for when you lose power? Yeah, and unfortunately, we've never been able to have the option of a gas generator because you can't own them in a condominium, in an apartment, or in a manufactured home. So this is one thing that for you is finally one of those great options. And of course, yes, we're gonna talk about the solar panel because this is gonna turn your battery generator into a solar generator, but that's exactly what this is. This is true home power for you. And this is the largest that we offer here at HSN. This is the Delta. This runs at 1,800 running watts, but peaks at 3,300 watts. You can plug 13 different things in, and I want you to look at not just what you can plug in, but the wattage in which that it's running. So look at all the different things. Of course, your lights, your CPAP machine, how about 22 hours? A washer machine, a television, a hairdryer. Look at the wattage on that hairdryer, 1,600 watts. Typically, power stations were never able to even do any type of heating elements, but now you can actually cook with this. You can plug in an electric vehicle and get an additional 6 miles. You can have the difference between cold food and then hot food. This is camping, but this is also knowing that you have the peace of mind at home that we can do all of these things when we feel like we're off the grid. And if you know somebody who's off the grid on any type of work site, a professional, how about those pole saws, the circular saws, whatever they might be using, they can plug this in right here. And again, I want to show you 13 different things. We have 6 different AC outlets, 3-prong AC outlets. And then on the very front here, There's going to be all of those USB ports. And then I want you to think, no gas, no fumes. You can run this inside. We're showing you right here in the studio. Look at that display that you have. So I want you to see, it's showing you 41 hours that we have with all the different things we have plugged in. It'll show you the hours down to the minutes and the wattage that you're using. And if you even have your app connected, I know that might be like, what, an app? You don't need it. You don't need an app, but you can even remotely check in on this. And I want you to see, no pull crank. Just one touch of a button and it turns on. When's the last time, even if you have a gas generator, that you've tried to use it? This is gonna work when you need it. And then this is what I love too. I don't know if we have a second, we're showing you that portable power. This is only 30 pounds. Suzanne, I got an 80-pound propane generator in the garage.
Oh, wow.
I don't use it nearly as much as this. This weighs 30 pounds. This is true portable. And in emergency situations, we have so many great reviews talking about dialysis machines, being able to plug this in, have that peace of mind. And if just you live off of a CPAP machine,
Justin, how many people have medications they have to keep cold?
Right.
You
and you know what I love about this, Suzanne?
Yeah.
Your refrigerator up to 20 hours. This isn't something.
Well, now,
it's amazing.
And Justin, I want you to explain that too, because once you have the solar panels, this keeps going. So it's not like 20 hours and then I've got to run out and find power to recharge this. If you include the solar panels without any power whatsoever, this just keeps charging itself and keeps going, doesn't it?
It does. You know what's great about it too, Suzanne, is that not only can you be recharging your power station, the Delta, but you can be recharging the Delta while you're also still simultaneously charging the things that you have plugged in. So it also has that pass-through. One of the great things about the Delta and EcoFlow as a brand is that they are the world leader when it comes to the rapid recharge rate. So with your solar panel plugged into your Delta, in 4 hours, it's going to be recharged from 0 to 100%.
That's amazing.
In just 4 hours.
You know, guys,
we're not running to the gas stations.
But you don't have to go
ahead,
like
Suzanne.
to another town to find somewhere to plug it in, or a hotel and get a room and say, I just need the plugs, I can heat my dad's medicines cold or whatever. Here's what I want you guys to do. Think about it. This is $300 off. That allows you to get the solar panel. And the thing is, you want them both. Like, we have sold the EcoFlow and it's sold out multiple times in a row. We always set out those darn solar panels early, and then everyone's got to wait on them or they don't get them. And then you do have to get power to recharge this eventually. So those solar panels, and you've done it. How many of you guys have been stuck in a situation, you thought your power would be out for maybe an hour or two, and a week later you still didn't have power? You will never have that issue of this and the solar panels at the exact same time. And right now, Justin, you know it, all of us down here, we're watching hurricanes developing, we've got tropical storm, we're literally watching right now. There's another one coming up. By having this in your home, it is absolute peace of mind. It's the last thing. When the power goes out, that's the first worry you have, is when we're going to get power back. Now it becomes your least worried about thing because you've got power here. And I want to read this because this is such an amazing testimonial. I purchased this item with the solar panel, there you go, January of 2021 after seeing it on HSN. I'm so glad that I did, because a month later, the winter storm hit Texas and we lost power. I was able to use my Delta not only to power my refrigerator, TVs, some lights, and more importantly, power my dialysis machine. It was worth the investments. Okay, I just got chill bumps, okay? And I know it's not the least expensive thing in the world, but it can be one of the most important purchases you will ever make. And I know we talk about a lot of doom and gloom, but it's really fun too for tailgating. It's really fun on picnics. Oh my gosh, if you love to camp, you're gonna love this thing. So you can use it for a lot of really fun things or more practical things, like you're working on a fence out back, you need to use your power tools. Guess what? You've got power, you don't have to run a big long extension cord. So there it is, I love it. If you're having a fun party outside, maybe you're gonna show movies outside, there's a lot of really fun things you can do with this, but more importantly, you have peace of mind because you know you're always going to have the power. Rocky, how many solar panels do I have left? Because we only had a little teeny handful. Okay, we brought in 4,000 of the solar panels separate. Now that's $100 off there. No, yeah, the solar panels. There's only 300 left. Okay, so there's only 300 of the solar panels left. Those are half gone. We brought in 4,000 of the EcoFlows, and we've sold 2,900. And everybody's buying it. Why? Because we're all starting to get that worry, you know, all the hurricanes, and then winter's gonna hit. And then gosh knows, I remember Texas, my friend was in Houston, they were out without power for more than a week. When they had their floods, that was a hot mess. Poor Houston and Texas. But Justin, it really is, I think, so vital to truly be prepared, really no matter where you live. It doesn't matter.
It really doesn't matter. The other 2 months ago, Suzanne, a branch fell down and knocked power out to 10 homes. And of course, I was one of the 10 homes that was out of power for 8 hours. Think about being able to have that peace of mind. This is truly the future of what generators are becoming, moving away, just like we look at cars, moving away from combustion engines to batteries. And because batteries are becoming more and more popular, how much money do you have in your refrigerator? You lose power for 8 hours. It only takes 4 hours for your food to go bad in your refrigerator. You can plug your refrigerator and have it running for 20 hours. We're going to keep going down the line. You can have a heating element like we were talking about, a space heater, a television, a CPAP machine. I want you to think about that review that Suzanne just read. If you live off a CPAP machine, and I understand what it feels like to not be able to breathe. I've been suffering from asthma my whole life. You lose power, Murphy's Law, you can't find your inhaler. You need to know you have something. You have that backup with your CPAP machine. You also know that you can have your lights and all of those different essential things like being able to stay cool. We talk about this being an investment. This is a $700 CPAP machine. That's a big investment. We don't want this to go to waste and be useless if we don't have power. We want to know that we can stay cool inside of a home when it's summertime and it starts to feel like 100 degrees inside. And I want you to see this. Here's what I love. When we start pulling this down, you can see exactly all of the details right here and exactly how much time that we have on our battery. And then I want you to bring over to here because I want you to see this. This is really cool. We can actually use a microwave. We can be cooking our food right here from our Delta in just 2 seconds. The difference between cold food and hot food. I've lived through hurricanes my whole life. Andrew, I've lived through the recent ones in 06. We would run out to the car to recharge everything. Well, now you've got one-stop shop to be able to have fun, tailgate with football just starting. I'm so happy about football being here. No more noise, no more gas, no more fumes, and finally an option for so many of you who have not been able to have an option to have that backup power and something this size and have the confidence when you push the button, it's going to work. And then, of course, Suzanne, definitely pick up the solar panel because if it's a day, 2 days, 3 days, recharge your solar panel just using the sun. Don't worry about running to the gas station when there's no gas or propane. You know the sun's going to come up and you're going to be able to recharge your power station.
And remember, while it's charging, you can still use it. I mean, the battery is so advanced inside here that and here's the thing, you buy it tonight and then you never worry about it again. I mean, it's designed to really be rugged and last for a very, very long time. So make that investment because it can be life-saving. I mean, there's not a lot of things I sell here on HSN where I can say it's life-saving, but if you need the CPAP, if you're on dialysis, if you've got to keep medicines cold, this very well could save someone's life, which is pretty remarkable. And also, there's nothing worse. When the power goes out, the first thing you go is, oh my gosh, when's it coming back? Everything we have needs power. Even charging our cell phones. How do you charge your cell phone? Go out to your car, keep trying to charge it out there. You have to have power. It's the most important thing, especially when you lose it. And this is a way to guarantee you're gonna have it when you need it. And again, I highly recommend, like our reviewer, please grab those solar panels. So many people just buy this and they don't get that, and it's okay, you can do that. But because this is $300 off, now with the savings, you can't afford to get the solar panel. Now, not only do we have 5 flex pay on both and free shipping on both, that's a $28 savings here, but we have VIP financing on this. So get your HSN card out right now. You're gonna get 18 months, which means it's $61.11. Just put it on your card or your Q card or even your Zulily card, and you're gonna be able to have power when you need it. And Justin, what I like too is, let's say you never use it, it doesn't take up much space. Our big old gas generators, we had to leave them outside all the time underneath like a little shed. They were so bulky and big, and I never even knew how to use them.
Yeah, you know what? My 8-year-old grandma wants nothing to do with a gas generator. You can use this year-round. You don't have to worry about it being an emergency. Have it for all the fun. Bring it outside. Have the lights out in the backyard. Whatever you need. It's year-round when you want power.
That's awesome. All right, Justin, well, thank you so much. And guys, please stay on the line for this. If you can swing it with our flex and free shipping, please go to hsn.com and then you can get you can see it, or of course, you can get the solar panels as well. But again, don't forget, this is electronic, so get our protection, whether it's damaged or hurt or rained on or whatever it happens, you're gonna get this protected with no guesswork, no hassles, no surprises, no extra charges. Check that out on hsn.com to learn more. Okay, coming up next hour, we're gonna take our final and last look at an incredible Kores Today's special. We're gonna travel to Greece, a good part of the way around the world, and learn about Kores and, believe it or not, a thing called donkey milk. So stay with me.
Get the best deals on the things you love with the HSN card. As an HSN card VIP, you'll get all kinds of perks like extra flex or VIP financing on all items through September 30th, and at least 8 VIP savings events a year. Includes fraud protection, and there's no annual fee. Apply now and instantly get $40 off when you're approved. Call 1-800-695-1418 or visit hsn.com/HSN card. Did you know that we have amazing items and deals you'll never see on air? That's right. You'll only find them at hsn.com. We're talking top brands, exclusive names and bundles, plus thousands of products all the time. Discover all our best deals all in one place, including offers you'll see online only. And with hundreds of videos and customer reviews, we make it easy to shop smart. Click, explore, discover, and get more of what you love. Only at hsn.com.
Greece, the birthplace of philosophy, democracy, geometry, and of course pharmaceuticals. In the oldest homeopathic pharmacy in Greece, George, a pharmacist, and Lena, a chemical engineer, began developing products keeping in mind the importance of natural ingredients, combining the best of nature and science. Our